Hello BCA families, this is Mr. Flores, your school principal. It has been 3 weeks since we've had to close our campus. Has it really been that long? Yeah, I guess it has been, hasn't it? We wanted to give an update on what we plan on doing as a school for the remainder of the school year. I know a lot of parents have been asking me what our plans are. I know a lot of schools are making their own decision on how to move forward. We have a plan at BCA that we know you're going to love, that is going to ensure that every student is ready for their next school year, and we're excited to tell you a little bit about it. So as you have been experiencing with our initial contingency plan, which basically consisted of packets, review work that students would take home, they would do, and they would turn in, and then they would get their new packets. And we did this because, first of all, we didn't have too much time to plan, but we believed that we were going to be returning on April 20th. But as you may or may not know, the Department of Education has extended the closures to the remaining of this school year. So does that mean it's over? I mean, do we start summer now, or what do we do? Well, no, it's not over yet, because we still got fourth quarter to do. And fourth quarter is supposed to be the most progressive quarter. I mean, the new topics are being brought up, the new curriculum is being brought out, new concepts are being taught, and this is a very important quarter for students to ensure that they're ready for the next school year. We have committed to every parent that we will prepare their student for next year. Now, we know that we have limitations. Well, obviously we can't meet in these classrooms. So what could we do to ensure that students are going to be ready for next year? A lot of parents aren't prepared to be the primary teacher of their student in all these subjects. So what's going to happen? Well, I'll tell you one thing that's not going to happen is that we're not going to start summer yet, because it's not even hot yet. So how are we going to achieve that? One of the first tools that we're going to be using that many parents have already started to use is Abeka ProTeach. Abeka ProTeach uses a database of pre-recorded video classroom instructions. So all of the curriculum that we use is from Abeka, and of course Abeka ProTeach uses the same curriculum that your student has been using all year round. So it's going to be very familiar, and it's going to be hopefully seamless. They'll just be able to jump right in and get that same type of instruction that they've been receiving already. So these pre-recorded videos are done in a classroom. There's children in the classroom, there's a teacher, there's a chalkboard, there's a whiteboard, there's props, everything is done in that classroom as a normal classroom. And it's an excellent tool to get direct instruction. So instead of parents having to teach them about this new concept or that new concept, they're going to be able to learn it all through Abeka ProTeach. It's an excellent resource. And what's even better is that Abeka is giving it to BCA at no cost. So we're extremely blessed and excited about using Abeka ProTeach. The next tool we're going to be using is an internet conference tool called Zoom. And Zoom is an app where you can have conferences online. You can see each other's faces, you can hear each other's voice, you can demonstrate things in the background. Teachers are going to be using this to keep in touch with their students, to keep them in touch with one another. They're going to be able to ask questions. Teachers are going to be able to explain things that maybe they missed on their Abeka ProTeach, but it's going to be a great tool and a great way of keeping everybody together as a classroom, and of course ultimately as a school. The last thing we're going to be utilizing is work packets. Now the work packets are going to be given to your student on a weekly basis. They're going to have the work that they need for that weekly session. It's going to be explained to parents and to students what they need to accomplish every single day. It's going to be laid out simply and easily. All you have to do is do it, and that's it. And every week you're going to get new packets. At the beginning of the week, you're going to turn in your old packet. Those packets will be graded by all our staff. We're going to be able to talk about things that are being graded on Zoom. So it's going to be that interaction still. And it's going to be a great little routine. So at the beginning of the week, you'll get your packets, you get your instructions on how to accomplish it. You'll know what to do on Abeka ProTeach. and you'll be able to converse with your teachers on a scheduled basis throughout the week, and we'll just repeat. So we're going to do that for the next 6 weeks of school. So that's pretty much the plan for these next 6 weeks of school. Now 6 weeks is going to go by really fast. We have a lot of work to do before then. It's supposed to be the longest quarter of the year, and thankfully it is, because of all this stuff that's been going on. We're going to utilize every single day of school time. We want kids to learn. We want them to understand new concepts and get ready for the next school year. Our children are still going to grow. They're eating, they're drinking, and they're going to grow. And we need to utilize our time that we have, in spite of these circumstances, to educate them, educate their mind, their spirit, and initiate physical activities for them to keep in shape and to stay engaged. And we are not going to remain idle. We have made a pledge to all parents of this school, and we have committed to that pledge, and we're going to do it. And we're all limited on what we can do, but we believe that this way is going to be very successful, and it's going to meet the needs of all the students. But we are going to need parents' help. We are going to need them to facilitate this plan and initiate this plan at their house. Now you're going to have to make your student do this work. Now through the Zoom conferences, teachers will be able to hold students accountable for the progress. So working together, we'll be able to help these kids meet their deadlines and become responsible to the work. Now the younger kids are going to be more challenging, particularly kinder, but the same challenges that kinder have, managing their time and so on, they need assistance, just like a junior high student needs assistance by their parents to get this done. So, but we believe working together, we'll be able to do this, do it effectively, and we'll have a great rest of the school year. So what do you guys think? So for parents, what do you need to do right now? Well, basically you do three things for us. Is one, prepare a place for your child to be able to do their work in a quiet place, as much as possible, in a place where they're going to be comfortable and be able to focus upon their schoolwork. The other thing is parents can do is they could prepare a dedicated tablet or computer of some sort to engage in Zoom and to engage in a Backup Pro Teach. Backup Pro Teach is great too, because it can be accessed through anything that's smart anyways. I mean, if you have a non-smartphone, then it might not work. But if you have a regular cell phone that is anywhere, any cell phone web browser will access a Backup Pro Teach, and you could access it through 3G or 4G networks, and you don't really even need internet. I mean, as long as you have that cell phone coverage, then you'll be able to access it. The last thing you need to do as a parent is make yourself available the first day or the second day of the week for the next 6 weeks to pick up and drop off packets. These packets are going to contain all the materials you need to do the Backup Pro Teach, to do all the classwork, all the homework. Everything's really going to be homework now, right? So you do your classwork, you can do your tests, your quizzes, everything is going to be done at home. So it's going to be really important for parents to consistently pick up and drop off their packets. So now that we know the plan, what's the next step? The next step is to wait until April 20th, and you're going to come by the school and you're going to pick up all your student stuff. We're packaging up all student materials, and you're going to take them home with you. They're not doing your student any good here. The only thing we are going to keep are worksheets and things of that nature, so we can distribute that on a weekly basis, so you just don't have a bunch of stuff and have to dig in and find a quiz or find a seat work that you don't even know where to look at. So we're really looking forward on doing this home-based education. I know it's going to be new, it's going to be tricky, but we're confident that it's going to be simple enough for everybody to be successful in it. We just have to make sure that we're ready to start so there can be a smooth transition. I know many parents are going to have difficulty in accommodating this, but we're here to help. So if there's anything that we can do, please contact us through Facebook, through YouTube, through our website. Let us know how we can help you, and we'll be glad to do whatever we can, in our power to help every student here to make this happen. One thing's for sure is that school is not over, and we're going to do the best we can with what we got. Amen? Amen. God bless you, and Christ leads the way.